Have you ever wondered how to tackle your to-do list when motivation hits rock bottom? Today, we'll uncover 5 secrets rooted in Buddhist teachings that empower you to thrive even when motivation seems elusive. As the Buddha once wisely shared, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your unguarded thoughts. These profound words lay the foundation for our exploration into working without motivation. This video will delve deep into these ancient wisdom teachings, serving as a guide for anyone seeking to maintain productivity and positivity amidst life's challenges. We'll uncover practical strategies drawn from Buddhism that can help you navigate through moments of low motivation and find fulfillment in your work. And don't worry, these insights are not exclusive to Buddhists. They are for anyone thriving to reclaim their inner strength and achieve their goals. Let's embark on a journey to discover how embracing these timeless principles can transform your approach to work and life. 1. Principle of mindfulness. In every moment lies an opportunity for mindfulness. Like shaping clay, embrace each task with presence and intention. This is the Buddhist way. By bringing our attention to the present moment, we can observe our lack of motivation without getting caught up in self-criticism or negative emotions. Imagine this: you're sitting at your desk, feeling uninspired and unmotivated to tackle your tasks. Instead of letting frustration take over, you can practice mindfulness by gently redirecting your focus to your breath or the sensations in your body. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you create space to acknowledge your feelings without being overwhelmed by them. One concrete way to apply mindfulness in this scenario is through a short meditation session. Set aside a few minutes to sit quietly, focusing on your breath as it flows in and out. Incorporating mindfulness into your work routine involves identifying 2 to 3 natural trigger events. For instance, when an email arrives in your inbox, use it as a cue to take 5 mindful breaths. During restroom breaks, take an extra minute to immerse yourself in the sensory experience of warm water and aromatic soap. While commuting, practice mindful breathing at stoplights. Additionally, you can use your phone app that chimes hourly as a reminder to stand, stretch, and reconnect with your body. These cues serve as gentle reminders throughout the day, helping you stay present and grounded amidst the demands of work. We must be adamant in our quest for tranquility. As Buddha reminds us, resolutely train yourself to attain peace. 2. Principle of right intention. In Zen Buddhism, it is common practice to cultivate bonsai trees. These trees are meticulously and very carefully handled. Most people wonder why Buddhists bother to take such good care of a short tree. In truth, it is an exercise in peace. They believe that every leaf they pruned and flower they nurtured served as an offering of peace and beauty to the world. Despite the seemingly small nature of the task, it was believed this contributed to the overall harmony of the monastery's sacred space, bringing joy to those who visited. When it comes to working without motivation, applying the principle of right intention can significantly impact productivity and effectiveness. By setting the intention to work with diligence and integrity, despite the lack of motivation, we can tap into a deeper sense of purpose that transcends momentary feelings. One concrete way to apply the principle of right intention in this context is through mindfulness practice. Before starting your work, take a few moments to center yourself and reflect on your intentions. Remind yourself of the greater purpose behind your actions and commit to approaching your tasks with sincerity and dedication. Take a moment to acknowledge the opportunities presented by your work, the skills you possess to tackle challenges, and the impact your efforts can have on others. Remember, it's not just about getting work done, it's about infusing every action with integrity and meaning. 3. Principle of effort. In the words of Buddha, ardently do today what must be done. Who knows, tomorrow death comes. This suggests that even when motivation is lacking, we can still harness the power of effort to propel ourselves forward in our work. Suppose you're faced with a daunting task at work, or just came home and realized you need to head to the gym. In such moments, applying the principle of effort involves consciously deciding to exert yourself despite the lack of inner drive. It means recognizing that progress often requires pushing through resistance and embracing discomfort. When you feel the urge to stop and do something else instead, don't. Instead, pause for a few deep, natural breaths. Name the urge and notice where in your body it feels the strongest. Breathe right into it. Give it some space. Leave it where it is. Notice how you can feel the urge and still continue. Now, to ensure that this does not happen again, minimize the mind's rattle through the practice of structured breaks. Instead of forcing yourself to power through a task without motivation, break it down into smaller, manageable chunks. Set a timer for focused work intervals, followed by short breaks for rejuvenation. By alternating between periods of effort and rest, you can maintain momentum and prevent burnout. Divide your task into smaller, actionable steps. Decide when you are going to start. Block some time. Gather the necessary tools. Visualize yourself taking the steps despite all the negative thoughts and emotions that are likely to arise. Begin to act according to your intentions. Give what you are doing your full attention. One must imagine that it is also difficult for the Buddhist monks to sit on their stones and concentrate for hours on end. They are humans just like us, and their minds impede the work that needs to be done, just as ours does. But they stay true to their proverbs, especially this one: only a disciplined mind brings happiness. 4. Principle of concentration. Imagine this. You sit down at your desk, plagued by a lack of motivation to tackle the day's workload. Instead of succumbing to procrastination or distraction, you employ concentration. Yongey Mingyo Rinpoche, a teacher of Tibetan Buddhism, said that alternating sessions of mindfulness and contemplation, for instance alternating mindful breathing with thinking about the task in front of you, gives a synergistic effect. Mindfulness can help do better work, whether that is coding or packing furniture, by giving you an element of relaxation. What he's saying is the same as what the Buddha taught: to alternate sessions of shamatha and vipassana. Shamatha vipassana is a combination of two meditation techniques, often practiced together in Buddhism. Shamatha focuses on calming the mind and developing concentration. It involves focusing on a single object, such as the breath, to quiet the mind and cultivate inner peace. Vipassana, on the other hand, is about insight and understanding. It involves observing the sensations, thoughts, and emotions that arise without getting caught up in them. Through this practice, practitioners gain insight into the true nature of reality and their minds. Together, shamatha vipassana meditation helps individuals develop both tranquility and insight, leading to deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. Another effective technique is to create a dedicated workspace conducive to concentration. Minimize clutter, eliminate distractions, and establish a clear boundary between work and leisure. By designating a specific area for productivity, you signal to your brain that it's time to focus, overcome inertia, and ignite your motivation to work. When you are done, enjoy your sense of achievement fully. Allow your success to sink right into you. Let it make you stronger and more capable. Take in this accomplishment, no matter how small, and use it to fuel more mindful work. Buddha reminds us that those who have failed to work toward the truth have missed the purpose of living. 5. Principle of wisdom. Buddha says that if anything is worth doing, do it with all your heart. By embracing this wisdom, you can detach yourself from the fleeting nature of motivation and find stability in your commitment to your work. Because the idea of motivation doesn't exist in the ideals of Buddhism, it is a state, a feeling, and is thus temporary. Instead of viewing a lack of interest in work as a barrier, one can see it as an opportunity to tap into their inner wisdom. rather than forcing yourself through tasks mechanically, you can pause to reflect on the deeper purpose behind your actions. But it is not enough only to know what you think. It is more important to act on what you believe to be true. The teachings of Buddha are clear in this regard. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act upon them? Buddhism teaches that our actions have consequences, both in this life and in future lives. By taking positive actions and avoiding harmful ones, individuals can create positive karma, leading to happiness and spiritual growth. This is the principle of karma. If the purpose is clear, the work will happen regardless. This is the ultimate Buddhist truth. Remember that motivation may come and go, but your commitment to mindfulness and diligent effort remains steadfast. By embracing the principles of Buddhism, you can transcend the limitations of motivation and tap into a deeper sense of purpose in your work. As the Buddha wisely said, "If anything is worth doing, do it with all your heart." Let this wisdom guide you as you navigate the challenges of working without motivation.